Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the If She Sits She Knits podcast. My name is Heather and I am coming to you from Central Texas where we are having a snow day today. I live here with my husband, 2 kids, and 2 dogs. Places you can find me are on Instagram and Ravelry under the name If She Sits She Knits. With that being said, since it is a snow day, everybody's home, so you may hear my kiddos in the background. They were watching Frozen, strangely enough. So you're probably going to hear a lot of background noise during all of this, but that's life. That's part of this. This is my first podcast since December 25th. I have not recorded anything. I haven't had much knitting going on since Vlogmas just because of life and everything else. So I don't have any FOs to show you today, but we're going to go through my works in progress and things that I carried into the new year, things that I started after the new year, and we're just going to do all that. So grab a drink, grab a snack. This shouldn't be too long of a podcast because, like I said, I don't have a whole bunch of finished objects. I have none. And okay, let's get into it. So the first thing I have to share is my socks that I started. And this was part of the Share a Pair Connect from Mandy's Makings.
Thank you for saving, Bobo. Thank you for saving, Bobo.
Here they are. Hopefully this light isn't washing them out too much. So, and I'm looking at my notes over here because I did make show notes before I did all of this. These were the holiday party colorway, and to show you the 2 skeins, one is like a chocolatey brown, the other is white with speckles that are red and green and yellow and orange. I have this in my Scrappy Angel bag that has crystals on them. Actually came with some progress keepers that are actually crystals. I think the only one I'm missing from this one is a rose quartz, and the rose quartz one is on my Slipstravaganza that I haven't finished. No, not Slipstravaganza, it's the other one. Shawlography. That's in my bedroom not being worked on because I haven't wanted to work on it. That's still not finished. Hopefully I will pick it up soon when I have some interest in it, but right now I don't. Okay, so that is my first work in progress. The next one is something that I have had to try to start over time and time again because I have been frustrated with casting this on. And that is my snow pine sweater. Which is in this bag that my mother-in-law got me when she went to New York a couple years ago. But this seems to be the perfect thing to carry all of this yarn in for this sweater. So I am starting my snow pine over for, I think, the 3rd time, because I also got frustrated, was gonna cast on the, this keeps kicking me out of, I love the, what is this called? Knit Companion, but sometimes it kicks me out. Okay, so I was torn between doing the Ponderosa sweater from Wool and Pine or the Snow Pine sweater, and I really liked the Snow Pine sweater. And Knitty Natty is also doing a thing in her knit group that is color work for February. So I was like, well, the Snow Pine would be great because you do some color work in it, because it has the variegated, not the variegated, it has speckles that you put in there with another color. And I'm sure that this, I'm sure you can see right here, but I have quite a reflection in there. So my main color for the body is going to be Woolen Vinyl's Dreams, which, if this would focus and not be washed out, let's see. This is Dreams. And oh, it doesn't want to focus on me, it wants to focus on the yarn, which is good. I lost the ball band for my other contrast color, but this is like a wine color. So I'm going to do that for the sleeves. And then the speckles that you put into it, I'm going to use just a plain black color. And I have no idea what wool this is. I've had this in my stash for years. So those are my colors for my Snow Pine, and I restarted it last night while we were watching Boba Fett, and I have 2 more rows to go on the collar, and then I can start the yoke and all of that. I have lots of notions pouches in this bag. This one's from the Scrappy Thread. My new favorite scissors are actually from Erin Condren, the planner company, because look, it's like a pen, but it turns into scissors, and it has a nice cap. I have that in this pouch. I am knitting my sweater using my CHOWGOO interchangeable set, because CHOWGOO is really the only thing that I knit with other than Hiya Sharps. And then I have the rest of my notions in my Wool Witch bag from Shelly Can. So that's it for my second work in progress. Hopefully I have more progress to show the next time that I do a podcast, which I hope will not be long after this one, because I really want to get more into a routine with this. So let me get back to my notes. My next whip, and this is something that I've carried on through last year and the year before, is my Cozy Memories blanket. And I added advents in from this year's advents with Woolen Vinyl. So this is my progress so far. I'm on my second row, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 12 wide, so it's a good width across my body for sitting in my chair. If I do decide that it's not wide enough, I'll just add in another section. That's the nice thing about the Cozy Memories pattern is you can make it as large or as small as you'd like. Right now, the square that I have been working on and not giving much attention to is the, what color is this? Hi, Mo. You got ba.
I got the key.
All right.
So we can open the door.
I don't think this is the Well Whatever Nevermind, because I think Well Whatever Nevermind was this one, was the Nirvana one. Careful, Mo. Here you go. Okay. I want to say this is, yeah, I have it shoved in here. This is Brain Stew. And I don't remember what day this was. I'd have to look back at my advents. I did, if you watched Vlogmas, Mo's bumping my camera. If you watched Vlogmas, you saw that one of the days I had a duplicate, and Woolen Vinyl was kind and sent me the one that I was missing, which is this one, Heaven Beside You.
And the duplicate was Green Day.
Yeah, Sean just hollered from his office that the duplicate was Green Day, the Brain Stew one. So I have two of those, and I think, wasn't it number 21? Something like that.
17.
Okay. Don't take the yarn out of the bag, okay? But this is the one that they sent to me that I was missing. So now I can add that to my blanket. My battery is dying. So we just got done talking about my Cozy Memories blanket, and we'll talk about that a little bit more, excuse me, again, because I have some acquisitions that go along with this. So I'll put that to the side over here. Okay. So my next work in progress, and I'm actually behind on this one because I haven't given it much love in the past couple weeks. So it's not up to date. But I started another temperature blanket. Here is my chart, which my light is very much washing this out. Maybe I can get this to focus. Okay, there we go. So this is my chart. And this is my progress. I have 2 squares. So I got 2 weeks into it and then stopped. So this is week 1 and this is week 2. What I did was I cast on, I think I said I cast on 50 stitches. Let's refer to Instagram because I do not remember. Okay, so based on my math, which math is hard sometimes, I cast on for the first of the year, and I cast on 50 stitches. So I do 7 rows of each color for the day, and I think I have like one extra row, which I will account for as your cast on row. Maybe that's not the right math, but it definitely worked out for the first square, so I just rolled with it for the second. With that being said, like I said, I didn't finish the last week of the second week, and I still have to catch up. But I'm using Knit Picks acrylic yarn from the pastel hue shift blanket, and this is basically the same construction as that hue shift blanket anyway, but I am just using the method of the Cozy Memories blanket to do this. So I definitely need to catch up, but I like the look of it because I'll end up with 52 squares at the end of all of this, and it should look really good. And this is definitely washing it out. I got a new light, so I'm trying to get adjusted to it. But those are my colors. That's better. Hi, Zoe. So that's my last work in progress. Other than my shawlography that is sitting in timeout. And this was the beginning of last year's. I didn't have a podcast last year, like when I started this, so I was going to use the squishy dot blanket pattern from Kate Celine. So last year I attempted to do my temperature blanket doing the Kate Celine squishy dot blanket, which I have a scrappy project of also sitting in timeout in the other room. But I realized that it was going to be gigantic by the end of the year, so I stopped. And I just haven't frogged this yet to get the stitch markers off of it, so it's stuck in my bag from last year. But yeah, this is in sport weight. So this is 100% premium acrylic. And what is this? The Knit Picks Brava Sport. This one's cotton candy. I have no idea what the rest of the ball bands or names are for the other ones, but I know that they're all Brava Sport. Are you tired, Zoe? Okay, so that is all for works in progress. And I'm going to put this back behind my chair where it was at. And I'm sure I'm just, gonna get caught right back up on that again. So that brings us to acquisitions, which is going to be the last yarny thing that I have to talk about. Okay, my battery has died during this. My card has been full, so that tells me that I need to hurry up and get this stuff done. Just push through. Okay. So the next thing that I need to talk about is acquisitions, which I'm going to come back to my Cozy Memories blanket because my husband and I had our anniversary on January 4th, and that marked 5 years together, 4 years married. And he surprised me by taking me to the knitting cup in Georgetown. And because I love my Cozy Memories blanket so much. Yeah, Mo! I wanted to get mini skeins from there to put into my Cozy Memories blanket to remember the trip that the short 45-minute trip down to Georgetown from where we live. And so I picked these 3 colors. That shows them pretty good. And these are from Rock Shelter mini socks. One is in Rhubarb Pie. I don't know that this is... Is this Yarn Rehab? Is that the name? Yarn Rehab is the name of the company. Okay, so I got Strawberry Rhubarb is this color, which Strawberry Rhubarb Pie is my mom's favorite pie. This one is in Malachite. And this one is Naked Lunch. So I got those minis to add into my Cozy Memories blanket for our anniversary. So that's that part of the acquisitions. The next one is I went on Amazon and I got this book called 400 Knitting Stitches by Potter Craft, and this is a complete dictionary of essential stitch patterns because I would like to venture into maybe some patterns, not maybe some patterns, some pattern writing. I have never put together a knitting pattern, but I've been knitting for over 10 years now, and I would really like to start writing my own patterns. So I thought, why not just get a stitch dictionary and start looking at maybe writing something of my own. I have 2 more yarn related, actually no. I have a couple more. I have 2 yarn things, and then I have some stitch markers, but I gotta figure out what I did with them. They're probably in my sweater bag. We'll start with those. I'm really not trying to knock over my coffee over here. Are they in here? No. These. They're in my other pouch. Okay, so speaking of me looking for things, in my issues with trying to cast on this sweater, which I have not cast on a sweater since 2019, and that was for Maddie. But knitting for myself, the last sweater that I knit was in 2018. So I'm overdue, right? I could not find my size 3 interchangeable needles anywhere. And I have a bad habit of when I'm done with something, I just put it all together in this one pouch that I got from the Scrappy thread, which is this one here. Let me see if it will focus. There we go. I searched all over through my house, like searched all of my project bags, even the ones that were empty, searched through the cabinet that I had moved my yarn from that I still have a little bit of things left in there, searched in the yarn storage that I have not gotten into that's under my bed that just has like acrylic and things like that in there that I really don't use. No idea why those size 3s would be in there. It was in this pouch. I looked for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. It was in this pouch. If I would have just looked in here first, I would have found them. But anyway, I digress. Back to acquisitions. One of the other things that I got for my anniversary were these stitch markers, because if you knew me personally, you would know that I can have a potty mouth. So I thought it would be funny once I saw these, and my husband even thought it was more hilarious once he saw these at the knitting shop, to get them. So these are all very foul mouth stitch markers.
Leave me alone. Silly.
Let's see. All of them are pretty bad, so I will just show them to you. Let's see. Maybe if I zoom in. Whoa. Okay, so as you can see, this one is the tamest of them all. It's a unicorn. And then they progressively get worse. So those were part of my anniversary gift. Talking about your selection of my stitch markers. Oh, that was my husband's favorite one. So, that's those. I will not say them because you have children present, then, you know, I don't want them to repeat something that you don't want them to repeat. So that's that.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Maddie.
What are you doing?
I'm podcasting.
And I'm podcasting you.
You want to help? You want to help me show yarn?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. Stay right here.
Mommy's gonna be so excited.
Okay, give me just a second, and then you can help show my last two things of yarn that I got. Yeah, Mo.
Hey. Get up here with me.
Oh. Maddie's gonna help show, and Mo's knocking the camera. Okay, so for yarny acquisitions, I know, Mo. Mo,
Almost there.
you're gonna knock the camera over, and then this is gonna be a done deal.
And we're gonna do this little sleep.
Okay, this is. Can you say from the lemonade shop?
Lemonade shop.
That's too quiet. You gotta say it louder. Say it's from the lemonade shop.
It's from the lemonade shop, Daddy.
Okay.
And this yarn is super fluffy.
Yeah.
And it's from her Dead Puppet Society base. Okay, girls. In the color Manamana. Can you say Manamana?
Manamana.
And then
Secret words.
Manamana. Okay, so we can't do it anymore because then it'll get... So this is the hat. Kind of looks like a big bag of cotton. Looks like a big thing of cotton candy.
a cotton candy.
And then I also got in her Mighty Sock colorway, or Mighty Sock base colorway, say Lollipop Hippie.
A lollipop hippie.
Okay.
Mama,
This podcast is going to be a mess.
This
Okay.
podcast has gotta be a mess.
Okay.
Okay.
And lastly,
Ah.
this is Mandy's Makings January Wizard of Oz sock set in somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere out of the rainbow.
Okay, so to close this out, what have I been up to in the past month and a half? I went to training for a week for fingerprint analysis. I was in Irving for a week. Irving, Texas, that is, not Irving, California. So I'm still on the path of trying to learn fingerprint comparison for work. My husband and I got Jeeps for late Christmas, early anniversary gift. He got a Gladiator and I got a Firecracker red Jeep Wrangler, which is actually kind of the same color as my shirt. As far as new things that have been going on, I've been trying to refocus, you know, having positive energy, positive thoughts, just trying to be positive in general, because having a negative attitude is not good for anybody. So that's things that I have been doing, working on, and all of that since the last time I filmed something for this channel. And lastly, because of the Knitty Witch, Vanessa, and I was intrigued by all of her tarot pulls that she was doing, or drawings that she was doing at the beginning of her Vlogmas, I decided that I wanted to start learning tarot too. So I dove in head first, got my first set of cards last week, and I have been learning and doing all of that stuff to start getting into tarot. So I now have 2 decks of cards. I have the Good Tarot, which is the first set that I got, and then now I have the Disney Villains one, which I really enjoy because I like Disney. Obviously have Minnie Mouse. It's snowy Minnie because she's got a scarf on. But I have been doing daily card draws and then putting it in this journal that I got from Amazon. And I've been also journaling in general, just because I think that's helpful.
Mommy.
I see you.
Can I get up here with you?
Yes. So
We had to do the latest secret.
what secret? You can tell Mommy a secret?
It's a bird feeder.
A bird feeder.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So we had to do a lot of stuff to do.
Mo's got a baby unicorn book.
A later unicorn.
Here you go. Well, I'm going to close this out and probably clean up some stuff in the house and try and get some knitting done today. What are you going to do, Manny?
We're going to do a secret.
Are you gonna do a tea party?
Yeah.
You gonna go do tea?
I want the tea party at?
Is it in your playroom?
Bye, Bobby.
Okay. Well, I am cordially invited to a tea party, so I am going to end this here.
And
And-
this here.
Remind you
And
remind you to take time for yourself, get some
Take
knitting
time.
or crochet or something done that makes you happy.
that makes you happy.
Yay!
We had to do a lot of stuff, Bobby.
You're gonna do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go have a tea party, and I hope you all have a fantastic day or night or whenever you are watching this. And I will see you in the next episode. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Say happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Happy crochet.
Happy crochet.
That's right. Good job.